Everyone. So today is going to be my review on the Kiwi Cadenza. So I bought this set probably over a year now, ago, and I used it for like a very long time, and I actually really liked this set when I got it, but let's just say my views have changed quite a bit. Okay, so just for disclaimer, obviously I bought some more money because back a year ago I didn't have any followers on TikTok, so I wasn't able to get sent anything. Also, I'm going to be sent the Kiwi Cadenza 2 that's already on the way. So when that releases, I'll do a comparison video with this and the Kiwi Cadenza 2. In terms of appearance, this IEM is a bit iffy for me because I don't really know how I feel about it. So for this video, I'm not actually going to show the TikTok screenshots on the screen just because I don't think they reflect my views on the IEM now, because I think this IEM isn't that good anymore. So yeah, just a heads up. So in terms of appearance, this set, keep in mind this isn't the stock cable that comes with the set. This is actually my own set, my own cable, the K-bit Aegis cable, which also isn't very good. So it's just like I've just put shit on shit. So you can get this IEM in I think green, purple, red, and blue. I opted for the green, obviously, because you guys know how I am. Now the thing with this IEM is that the coloration on it is a bit fucking invisible, which is cool. Like to a normal person, they wouldn't see, oh, he's got a green IEM. But with something like this, I think they get the gist of it. I really think they'd get the gist of it. It kind of annoys me because why are you letting people pick a color for it if you can't even see the color? But it's whatever. Well, actually no, it's not, because the more annoying part is that the cable they give you with the set stock is like this really poop ass fucking it's on the I put it on the tin hi-fi C0 elf. So the cable that comes with this thing is just this. Now how do you guys think people I don't know about you, but if I'm buying a green IEM and the faceplate isn't that green, I kind of expect the cable to at least have something to it. But if it's just this, then I don't know, man. Also, the term, yeah, it's not very appealing. But I will give it to them. Giving people the option to pick their own color is quite nice. I like it, but again, if it's to this extent, what's the point anyways? Alright, so that's it for appearance. I'd give it a 5 out of 10. Honestly, I don't think the appearance is that. The shell looks cool, sure. I think the shell looks good, but in terms of colors, it's just not that appealing to me. Okay, now we're gonna be moving on to accessories. Now this is something the set actually does do well in. So it comes with 3 I think it's now I'm looking at this image. There's something iffy about this. These are all narrow bore. Wait, okay, this is stupid, because generally with a set you would get 3 wide bore and then 3 narrow bore sets of small, medium, and large, maybe even a third medium bore. But when I'm looking at this image, because obviously I don't have the accessories now on me because they're just shoved into a little fucking, I just sort of shove all my ear tips into a little bag. But now that I'm looking at this, this isn't very different in terms of bore size. Yeah, there's some deviation in terms of the white one being a slightly larger bore, but to my eyes, this doesn't look very different. But yeah, it's just not okay. No, that's what the Cadenza do. Yeah, this set's accessories are shit. It's not very good. I'm giving this a 4 out of 10 just because, yeah, it gives you a lot of ear tips, but they don't change this. They don't change tonality at all, so there's no point of even including this many. They should have just at least put maybe 3 sets in, maybe 2 of each size in wide and narrow, and then just maybe, I don't know, fix the design of this. But they didn't. So again, 4 out of 10, not very great. Also, the cable on the C-Elf, I don't even want to tangle this just because it's going to piss me off trying to do it again. But as you can see, it's just sort of, you know what, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's just look at this. Oh wow, it's already sort of tangled. Now, to be fair, it's not as bad as other sets. But as you see, if I sort of do this, and I just sort of let go of it, it's sort of just, this bit of it just starts to, lift, which is a bit annoying. Now, the cable does feel good. It does feel good, which means I'd probably bump this up to maybe a 5. 5 out of 10 for accessories. Fuck it, we'll do that. Because at least they give you a lot of tips. 5 out of 10 for accessories. Okay, so now the standing for the IEM is a 5. Now, I just want you guys to understand how many people glaze this IEM to God's, like, the end of time. They glaze this thing right here. Now, I love you, Kiwi is, and I'm sure the Cadenza 2 is very good, but please, like, stop sending people this, because the Cadenza 2 is significantly better graphing-wise. I haven't heard it yet, but I can already tell it's going to be better. It's got better accessories. It's got a better overall driver config. This thing is mid. Alright. Now, the big thing. Sound. I'm going to put the graph. Now, I want you guys to look at this. And look at the comparison I have with the Red Lion. Now, in terms of sub bass, and in terms of tactility, this thing has fucking nothing. Now, obviously it has some sub bass, but the main issue this set runs into is fit. Now, I'll get over to that in a bit, but in terms of fit, it's very hard to get a seal on this thing, meaning it's very hard to get the best bass tactility in general, and when you do get it, this set isn't very impressive in my opinion. It sort of just loses to everything else in its price bracket. Even if you don't want that much sub bass, this still isn't that great. So yeah, it's just not that impressive, honestly. I think the people that would want this set are people that would want more bass anyway, so I don't know why they just didn't add more sub bass. Now, mid bass isn't any better. It's actually lower than the Red Lion, and the Red Lion already doesn't have that much mid bass, but I think it's at a perfect level where it works for rock and metal. Who the fuck is gonna buy this thing? If they know anything about, like, realistically, right, if you're like a bass head, like, actually, you are not gonna get this. There's a reason that, like, most people who recommend a bass head would nowadays recommend the Opus or the Red Lion, because the mid bass on this thing is so lean. There's literally nothing to it. It's essentially just a flat, like, it's a really lean bass response. Now, in terms of mid range, they're both the same. It's sort of a clearer take, maybe leaning a bit full. It's not that bad. I think the mid range on this is fine. I would bump it up a little bit, but honestly, it's not even the worst part that comes up yet. We're gonna get to it now. So, the worst part about this set is the ear gain, and the pinner region, and then also the presence, along with the treble in general. Fuck it. The entirety of the upper frequencies are a mess on this thing. So I'm going to go over it now. In terms of upper mids, it does a really, really late rise. Now, the issue with this is it does a late decay as well into the presence region past the pinner. Now, the pinner region, specifically the ear gain, is really, really bad because it's really showy and it's really elevated. So much so that it's actually elevated past the sub-bass region. Now, I like sets that do this, but sets that do this know what they want. This set doesn't really know what it wants. It's supposed to be an all-rounder, but this seems like it's trying to be a vocal set. But with the bunny, it has more mid-bass, because obviously in vocals, vocal IEMs can sort of be used for metal, and also I would say generally, like with stuff like guitars, mid bass helps more than sub bass. I don't know how I feel about that, but it's generally that's what I've seen from the bunny and sets like it. Like, you know, that's just what I've noticed. But with this thing, it's very iffy because the ear gain is so fucking high. Like, it's so disgustingly high that if you try to scale this thing, your ears will literally rip apart. It's not done well. It just isn't. So it's really shouty. At times it can get honky because, I don't know where it comes from. I just think it does get honky at times. I know that comes from the warmth of the mid-range, but I don't know, the set just somehow has it. And it has this really metallic tonality. Now, the reason it has that is because the presence region is not rolled off. If you look at the graph, and compared to the Red Lion, at least the Red Lion has some sort of roll-off towards the presence region. If you know what the presence region is, that's where a lot of metallic and sort of just metallicness to the vocals sort of lies. So that's only the worst part about this. We're gonna go over to the 8K peak. Now, in terms of the 8K peak, it's not done well at all. This thing is so bad. So first of all, I'm just gonna give you guys a disclaimer. This set does not have good air extension. First of all, so it doesn't even matter that there's this much treble. So now, while this does give it some shimmer, I want you guys to really deep power a metallic tonality to vocal sound with a 8K peak that whenever someone says the letter S, it rips your ears apart. That's what you're hearing with the Cadenza. I've literally had to put these like liquid silicon tips that I really like on this to like decay this area of the region, because it's just so aggressive in terms of like treble response. It's so badly done. So yeah, the AK peak, it does add some shimmer, which I think is quite good, but so does the red line. If you look at the graph, the red line actually has a decay in the decay from the presence region, which essentially means the mid treble isn't too harsh. But on the Cadenza, they don't care. They just still keep it elevated, and I don't understand why. Now you might say, oh, but Paradise, it's still smooth. It doesn't matter. There's still a peak there. There's like so many. These resonance peaks are not like, they're not tastefully done at all. God forbid I look at 5128. If I looked at 5128 at this thing, I would kill myself. It looks already bad as it is on the 711 coupler. Okay, now we're gonna get to the next peak, which is at in the air extension, in between 10 to 15k. Now I want you guys to just deep it, right? So on the SR9, which I know, £300, almost £400 IEM. Big shocker, it's better than the Cadenza, I know. But you'd have to pay for... My argument is you have to pay for tuning, and you don't have to be stupid. I'm just talking about a dip here, so it's not really going to challenge them to do this. Essentially, there's... On the SR9, which I'll show right now, there's a dip in this region because the rest of the frequency response is quite bright and coloured. This allows for it to sort of have this... it sort of allows it to keep its warmth. If it didn't have this, it would sound like shit. This, though, the geniuses who made this thing... I love you, Kiwi. Just a preface. These guys are goated, right? I love the K4. I love the orchestra series, and I love a lot of the stuff they do with the bell. And I think the chorus is good. But guys, what the fuck is this? Why is there a random peak in this region? Now you might say this. Oh, but Paradise, the red line has it. Yeah, but the red line also has some semblance of air extension. This thing just dies immediately. What is the point of this? Now, again, the bunny has this too, but the bunny doesn't have an egregious 8k peak, and it doesn't have a disgusting ear gain, so it doesn't actually suffer this issue. This thing just hurts to your ears to use. Also, speaking of hurts your ears to use, let's go over the fit. Now, for the fit, this thing, I've had the most awful experience trying to find good ear tips for this thing. Now, the reason the fit on this thing is so bad, fuck it, we're gonna unplug the cable. Now, this fit, like the way the shell is shaped, is not very good because it's quite a small IEM. Now, generally, smaller IEMs are technically more comfortable, right? And, you know, that's cool and all, but if it's shaped to the point where there's literally no comfort grooves at all, and it's just a big flipping shell that's basically just asking you to get a, you know, just a spot that hurts if you push it in too deep, it's not that great. And the worst part is that the tips included, in my opinion, were sort of useless. Like, I didn't really find much success with them, and honestly, this set sort of had a looser feel to it. Now, keep in mind, I'm not an idiot. I know how to make an IEM seal. There's a reason I'm a bass head. You can't really be a bass head and not have a good seal with your IEMs. It's just really hard to get a good seal on this thing. For my ears, at least. It might be different for you guys, but I'm still gonna have to, you know, deduct some points for that. Okay, now overall thoughts on the Cadenza from Kiwi is, now I wouldn't recommend this thing anymore. Don't look at my TikTok review. That was made at a very different time in my audio life, when I thought everything was good. So we're just gonna ignore that. This set is really, really disappointing. The amount of people that hype this up is kind of annoying to me because I know I think people are just riding the hype train with this thing. This thing isn't very impressive. Not technically, it doesn't really have any good technical qualities. The imaging isn't crazy. Like, there's no texture to the sub bass. It's not very interesting in terms of like performance. There's not much resolution to it. The treble has got really bad timbre. It's got a metallic sound to it. It's not very interesting in general, and it's shouty. That's the worst part about it. It's shouty. So I'm really trying to think about what genres this thing could be good for. But the only thing I can put on the top of my head is pop. That's it. And even then, I would say don't even use this on K-pop or anything like that, because that would rip your ears apart, because there's something dark about this thing. So I'm gonna have to rate the Cadenza a 4 out of 10. Yep, I rated the Cadenza a 4 out of 10. If you disagree with me, fuck you, I'm right. I'm joking. You might like this thing. That's fine. But I don't. And I don't understand why you would like this thing. But hey, that's fine by me. Now, so that's it for today.